И всем привет! Сегодня я решил начать прохождение одной новой игрушки, достаточно новой. Она вышла в декабре 2016 года и называется она The Dwarves. То есть гномы, то есть дварфы. На дварфячем канале про дварфов я никак не мог ее, естественно, пропустить. Вот. Чем эта игрушка интересна? Ну, во-первых, она, естественно, создана на Кикстартере, то есть там кто-то, желающий разработать ее на Кикстартере, зарегались и, в общем, получили достаточно баблишка и сделали ее. То есть довольно дешево по современным меркам она стоила. Вот, это первая особенность. Вторая особенность это то, что к саундтреку этой игры приложили руки замечательная немецкая группа Blind Guardian. Вот. И раз такое дело, то я хотел бы начать трансляцию именно с клипа, посвященного саундтреку к этой игре.
They're on my mind. We're one tribe, we share our memories clear and bright. We walk as one, our lines are bound together. We share fate, we share one fate. We share fate. Voices calling under one. A glorious vision, what may come. Now let our exes sing an anthem, the glory of our dwarfs. Protector of the freelance, we redeem our mission. We're brothers one by one, divides the valiant sons. By brackers, it's our destiny. We are the chosen, we are the children. We are forged in fire and made of stone. We are the guardians of the realm from the beginning till the end. We will praise the divine who will last till eternity. Forged in fire we were born. We're made of stone by our Father's hand, gave life to us and more. Then from father to son, he made us dwarfs, the guardians of the land. Still we carry on, stand side by side. We will defeat the fiercest enemy. Enemy. We are the chosen, we are the children. We are forged in fire and made of stone. We are the guardians of the realm from the beginning till the end. We will praise
Вот, как-то так. Собственно, ссылочка на этот клип в описании к стриму. Слушайте хорошую музыку. Вот. Ну, а, соответственно, я начинаю кампанию.
Fracas made us from stone to protect Girdle Guard. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians
Я
of
оставил
Girdle
английскую
Guard.
озвучку, а
We
субтитры
are the
русские
children of
поставил
the
на
divine
всякий
smith.
пожарный.
We are
Вдруг
the
кому неудобно
Dwarves.
английскую речь. Значит, что представляет собой игрушка? Есть дядьки, которые бегают. У них есть союзники. Максимально в бою может быть до 4 человечков. Ну, то есть один главный и, соответственно, союзнички его. У них есть обилки, которые восстанавливаются за экшн-поинты. Экшн-поинты регенятся, во-первых, со временем, во-вторых, от друзей, в-третьих, от некоторых дополнительных обилок. Вот. Они позволяют довольно-таки неплохо дамажить и делать всякие прочие прикольные штуки. То есть, например, могучий удар, который отбрасывает, там натиск, который всех по сторонам разбрасывает, атака в прыжке, то есть можно запрыгивать в толпу врагов и также выпрыгивать из нее. Ну и еще ряд полезных обилок. Есть массовка, которые вражины и друзья, которыми ты никак не управляешь. Большая часть боев состоит из того, что ты либо мочишь вражин, либо спасаешь друзей. При этом мочишь вражин. Короче, главное мочить вражин. Вот. Смысл такой. Вася, привет. Можно поузить. Можно... Что у нас? Это журнал заданий, понятно. Ну, начало кампании тут какое некоторое, типа как обучалочка небольшая. То есть вот есть тут главный геройка, которому надо орков мочить. Вот они красным подсвечиваются орки. И есть счетчик. Большая часть боевок именно квестовых именно в том, чтобы какие-то счетчики заполнять. То есть там либо убить количество врагов, либо спасти количество друзей. Ну, в общем, короче, вот как-то так. Ну, а до стратегической карты мы еще дойдем. Вот. Я немножко уже разучился. Но не очень быстро восстанавливается. То есть, короче говоря. Привет. Короче, стан, самое полезное здесь это стан и... То есть вот он, когда их... когда подбежал, он их застанил немножко. И, соответственно, они в это время не бьют. Самое полезное это оглушалка и станилка. А запрыгивание в гущу это примерно вот так. Тоже разбрасывает вражин. Вот я тут кого-то посбрасывал с горки.
A present from the workshop.
Ага. Плюшечку ему какую-то выдали.
I'd be happy to pass. All right. On the way. All right. That's that.
А, грены ему выдали.
On the way! And stay dead! And again!
Ну, своих тоже раскидывают.
And stay dead! Charge! Ah! Charge! Ah! Ah! Come here, you! Ah! Ah! All right! Understood! And again! Charge!
Нет, пока не смотрел. Как-то немножко не было времени посмотреть. То есть вот мы этих 60 орков мы мочканули.
What are you doing here?
Giselbert Ionai, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Так, ну тут вот теперь появился второй, который главный тут король. Ну это, то есть, это такая типа обучалка в начале миссии идет. Надо вот убить 2 огров и 2 катапульты мочкануть.
On my way! What is it? Yes? Huh?
What?
Паузить очень полезно, потому что можно делать всякие полезности. То есть, например, у меня сейчас вот этот чувачок второй, ему надо добраться до катапульты побыстрее. Так, а что она не хочет? Ну-ка.
Yes? Come here, you!
What?
Ага, молот короля. Вот у него хорошая белочка такая, которая...
Another one gone!
What's that? Huh? All right! On the way! Understood!
Off with you!
All right! Ah! Come here, you! Ah! Ha! On the way! Charge! Ah! Come here, you! Charge! Ah! Ha! Charge! Come here, you! All right!
Так, вот у него тут хпшки начинают кончаться. А это значит, ему надо свалить отседа.
All right! On the way! All right! On the way! All right!
дяденька главный. Пытается он прорваться через свои. Примерно вот так у него этот королевский топорик действует. Тем временем наш этот дядька отрегенил, так что можем его опять катапультом отправить. Нормально так и с моста сбрасывает, ничего такого не делает. Отличный ударчик.
Come here, you! And stay dead! Come here, you! Charge! Ah! On the way! Come here, you! Yes?
Фаталити в вахе?
Yes?
Ну да, было бы забавно.
Come here, you!
Yes?
Yes? Come here, you! Charge! Come here, you! Charge! Huh? Come here, you! Come here, you! How's that? These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
Come here and I'll split you like a straw, you treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the
Короче,
shadow
гнусный
mare
некроэльф
just grins
вылез,
down,
который
mockingly.
самый.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy
Которые,
the
короче, козлы
elves.
главные.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool! Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, in formation! You must hold them back until I close the
Орки
gate!
всегда с гномами месяца, да? Здесь в основном тоже с орками месилово.
Yes?
Так, а сейчас, короче, король активирует руны, а надо удержать от орков, чтобы...
Charge! Come here, you! Charge! Charge! On the way! And stay dead!
Нет, свои тут тимкила нет. Тут максимум оглушить он может своего.
Charge! Come here, you! Charge! On the way!
Тут когда оглушенные, то оглушенные убиваются моментально. Ну, то есть там что-то с одного удара они падают. Так это орки замочили. Я же тут не один, тут еще есть другие.
Look at me. I am Sintheras, the reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Rakas.
No. Your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Короче, гнусный некроэльф замочил короля гномов, но дверку успели закрыть. Ну, собственно, это типа предыстория, все это было. И вон там 1000 лет спустя. Вот это главный герой. Тунгдил.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on? What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay. You look dreadful.
What a charmer.
The maid gives you an ironic, reprimanding scowl.
Ikana has been crying half the night.
When you were teething, I carried you around the
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many. If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it will be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
Так, ну и что там у него есть? Снаряжение. Так, как это посмотреть? Вот, персонажи, группа снаряжения. Значит, пока что он один в пачке. У него пока корефанов нету. А вот, соответственно, отношений с ними у него тоже нету. Еда здесь нужна для того, чтобы восстанавливать хпшечки и лечить ранения, когда его покоцали. Баблишка нужно, чтобы это все покупать. Есть небольшое количество артефов, которые можно пользоваться, но вот их не так много. Так, и вот есть у него навыки. Где, кстати, посмотреть? Ну, короче, у него есть пассивка на бонусы к броне и урону, когда его сильно покоцали. И есть удар кузнеца, то есть он хорошенько жахает по конусу и отбрасывает. Вот. Так, ага, ну здесь мы больше нечего смотреть. В журнале заданий, в общем, Клод Йонан, надо поговорить, это местный колдун.
This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease.
Так, что тут еще можно, по-моему, посмотреть? Ну да, это мы еще вчера обсудили, что...
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood. You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives...
Так, и что тут у нас? А здесь, по-моему, мини-карты, по-моему, тут нету, или есть? Ага, это Клод Йонану сразу. Но мы сейчас сначала на другие места еще походим. Я не помню, что тут еще есть.
Deal! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from it. It's a heavy load and none...
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say...
Oh, no, no, this doesn't look...
I'll get you back! You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does...
What a pair you are!
Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may...
Do you know what Lord Yonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look.
Do you know what Lord Yonan wants?
The maid...
А, короче, тут пока ничего.
The beer that is delivered to the vault...
Здесь просто получается несколько...
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron.
Просто чисто для... это самое, чтобы чем-то занять, видимо, сделали. Несколько диалогов.
Hey, what are you... We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
Ну-ка. Потырим еды.
The blacksmith. Did a horse bolt while you were trying...
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a hand... Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private...
Так, кабинет Лот Йонана. А, все, мы все обошли, что могли. Ну, давай кабинет. По квесту пойдем, по главному. Они, в общем, пока 1 на 1 гномы, они против орков очень сильны. То есть они там раскидывают их очень по-жесткому. А когда их когда окружают, то там, конечно, у них хпшечки начинают отлетать со страшной силой.
Master Lot Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
Короче, он ни разу из-под земли не выбирался.
With pleasure.
А ему говорит, его учитель говорит.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah,
короче, времени прошло дофигища
baby dwarves and sell them to Magi,
дварфы там воевали. Сейчас их стало мало, они там под горами прячутся.
But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
Короче, учитель Лот Йонан, который колдун местный, обучал этого кузнеца всякому разному.
Lot Yonan didn't just take you in. He also taught you how to read and write. But you don't feel like reading right now. Especially as you already know all the books.
Так, я там попробую еще раз на кухню сходить. Может, что дадут?
Hello, Frala.
Hmm?
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully... One look at Frala's face makes it clear.
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said. But you said...
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from...
300? Tungdil, that's no errand, that's a...
I'm going to Black Saddle to return. Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky...
I know, but I can't...
Yes.
I have to go.
I wish you the blessing of Palandiel and Vrakas to protect you from...
Короче, дала ему Фрала какой-то амулетик. Ну-ка, что посмотрим, что там. Что там она им выдала. И еды ему дала, в общем, всякой разной. Так, что за амулет? А, дает удачу. Ну, просто нацепим ему. Как, кстати, нацепить-то? Видимо, никак.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron.
Так, здесь он все уже посмотрел. А, не туда надо валить. Не помню, где выход, надо найти выход, короче. У нас сейчас квест. Отнести в черное ермо столовая гора. Столовая гора.
How nice to see you again, Lot-Yonan. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Кузнец.
Welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you.
Зовут его Нудин. Это самый главный злодей. В общем-то, по нему и так видно.
You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The elfy have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the six. The other four are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
В общем, есть колдуны. Были еще эльфы, которые колдунство это поддерживали, а гномы чисто мясом это все тоже с ними воевали. Сейчас гномы спрятались под горы, эльфы свалили, колдуны стали
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Вот. Вот так вот выглядит стратегическая карта. Вот указатель на где квестик у нас. Столовая гора, вот та самая черная ермо, куда нам надо дойти. Но попутно вот есть, соответственно, переходы, где можем идти. Вот где есть вопросики, там, соответственно, чего-то можно плюшку какую-то обрести. И в городах тоже часто квесты бывают. Вот города, поселки. Поэтому мы пойдем в ту сторону.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight. But a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and aching. Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass. You survey the grass, the bushes and the few trees that are growing on both sides of the track. The wind blows through the grass and the leaves tremble. The pecking of the birds is only interrupted by the occasional fluttering of their wings. Apart from that, you see nothing. The creaking leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be...
Короче, жрут вороны чьи-то трупы. X.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them.
Nothing.
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
A rucksack. Did someone hide it in the bushes, or was it thrown in there?
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
Баблишко тоже заберем, потому что трупам оно не нужно. Так, все, здесь мы... Ага. Мумулетик какой-то выдали нам. Талисман защиты дает 50% шанс получить, снизить урон на 50%. О, нормально. Напялим.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself,
Поищем что-нибудь еще. А, вот еще рюкзак.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to... You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Porista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Все, больше, по-моему, больше, наверное, здесь ничего не натырим. А, тело еще можно смотреть. Ну-ка, давайте.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colours of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 main...
Does this mean that Turgur the Fair-Faced is in Porista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic?
Короче, ученик колдуна.
By Vracus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
Так. Что еще здесь интересного можно? Ой, еще второго можно осмотреть.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon.
Ага. Чисто экспы нагребли немножко.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Похороним чувачков и дальше побежим.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves. You continue on your way.
Дойдем вот до туда, до вопросика, там наверняка нам что-нибудь предложат каких-нибудь.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire. You creep through the undergrowth towards the fire, but can't prevent your armor from clattering and small twigs from breaking under every heavy step you take. You curse quietly to yourself, but go on until you can see what's going on. 3 broad-shouldered men with axes sit at a campfire, on which 2... Once you reach the edge of the firelight, you say amicably,
"Greetings. My name is..."
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men...
My name is Tungdil. I'm only a traveller who would have nothing against a warm fire and some company.
A groundling wants a...
We are honest, hard-working men. Why would we have anything to do with groundlings? Be off. Sod off, groundling. Have I made myself clear?
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to use mine.
You threatening us, Grand?
Now consider this. I am a dwarf with an axe, and I don't use my axe for cutting down trees.
The men are visibly unsettled and lower.
I thought so.
You turn your back on the men and walk back to the path. None of the men have followed you. You sigh with relief. It could have ended up...
Короче, мог подраться с ними, но решил с людишками не драться, да? Так, надо вот сюда, в эту деревешку. Пойдем в деревеньку.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparks. You call to the nearest fisherman. He looks across at you briefly before turning away and getting back to his work. You're going to have... You leave the peaceful banks of... You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and...
Пришел в деревню, в общем. Там вон ворота, я пока посмотрю, что тут еще есть. Что найду? Нет, вряд ли.
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are in... There are small fires...
Короче, антиорочьи костры.
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid. The double gate is made... Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels?
Good water is well known.
I regret to inform you that we cannot...
Короче, предлагают либо за бабло, либо... Ну, в общем, либо вот я им предложу ворота улучшить, усилить.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment.
That's right. I can see to it that...
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see...
Of course.
Короче, наврал им немножко, зато пустили переночевать. Мелочи, приятно.
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a good water tower. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience.
Well done, dwarf.
Короче, спасибо, спасибо, говорят.
I've spent almost half an orbit strength.
The council member's face darkens.
We've paid for food and...
Короче, денег не дали, жадные свиноты.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little... As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to... You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird, if it means escaping the orcs. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade, and you smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness, as a glance at the sky confirms.
Короче, не зря лег спать под открытым там на дереве, потому что приперлись орки. И эти некроэльфы тоже.
I am Synthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod on the Doublefold.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by...
Lot Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord. Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the...
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing.
Короче, куча орков.
If the beasts of Tion... The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You...
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes... You're overcome by the urge.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find it. Hey, Fushka! Infant... A grounding. Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
You know that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the divine smith. Perhaps you'll
Короче, он пока еще неопытный вояка. У него топорик выбили. Сейчас хотят его убивать.
Oink, oink, little piggies! By Barrow and Speared, how did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight. Hey, that one was mine. You're just too slow, dear brother. Too slow? Just wait.
Короче, два братца. Так, в общем, у этого моего пока одна обилка. Потом есть, как его, Боендал. У него прыжок тот самый и град ударов перед собой. Он там, короче, нормально так накидывает. И братец у него, который умеет оглушать и мочить в одного, но с хорошим дамагом.
Yes.
В общем, надо 33 орка мочкануть. Собственно, этим мы сейчас и будем заниматься.
And what now? Huh? As good as done. All right. With pleasure. Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure. Oh, what bad luck for you! As good as done. All right. On my way. As good as done. Huh? What is it? Huh?
Ну, вот такой вот рейдж такой умеет делать. Так, а это у меня что? По жопе-то получается.
Understood.
Надо отбежать, полечиться.
At once. Understood. At once. On my way.
Ow! Another one bites the dust.
At once. Mavrakas. Understood.
А, этот еще такой берсеркер, который иногда впадает в ярость и мочит вокруг.
We hardly put up a fight. On my way. End it. Who's next? Pavrakas! Attack! Understood. We hardly put up a fight. End it. Ow! Another one bites the dust. End it. At once. Who's next? On my way. At once. Attack! On my way. Understood. At once. Yeah! What is it?
Так, где это?
Yes! All right. With pleasure. Oh, what bad luck for you! On my way! Too easy!
Короче, оглушенный сразу с одного удара копается.
On my way! Oh, what bad luck for you! Attack! End it! On my way. Kill! Understood. I didn't hit you very hard! At once. And what now? Yes, yes! I'm with you! Too easy! Yes, yes! Soon! Yes, yes! Of course! Come here, you! Yes, yes! Huzzah! Ha-ha! Of course! I'm with you! I didn't hit you very hard!
И сейчас он финалочку.
As good as done! And again!
Мачканули.
Oink oink! That's all? No more orcs? Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill? Well fought? But he fought like a... Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand, of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is... Call me Ironheart. Are there any more, piggy snout?
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's death in the Secondling realm in the south.
Короче, король отправил.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve us...
Did you hear that, Boindale? Peggy Snap! The Elfar from Son Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to... The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's death. We should get going.
Там они как-то между собой отличаются.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but it's...
I thought the duty of Dwarves...
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the... But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's...
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the second...
Blacksaddle
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly... All right, we'll accompany you.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Короче, эти дварфы стебутся постоянно над ним. Так, и вот у него, короче, ветка развития. У него тут немножко уровней есть. И есть доступно разные штуки брать тут на выбор. каждый четный уровень новую плюшку. Ну, можно брать одну из двух. Но в любой момент можно сбросить, и поэтому перекачивать в то, что нужно. Так, сбивание с ног, разрубающий удар. Ну, сбивание с ног, конечно, хорошая штука. Но вот этот разрубающий удар, который по конусу дается, он поинтереснее. Так, мы тут немножко... О, талисман исцеления. Зашибись. Так, и талисман исцеления мы как раз ему и отдадим. А это что такое? Это 9. Так, талисман отдадим сюда, потом защиту мы вот этому отдадим, Берсу. Ну а отхил просто отдадим тоже. Так, что это за девяточка, интересно? А, тут вот орки и вот орки. Давай вот этих орков мочканем.
You and the twins approach Goodwater. A huge army of orcs has surrounded the village on 3 sides. You see smoke and fire and hear the battle cries. The village is holding out, but for how long?
Конечно же, мочить орков.
Oh, now it's getting exciting. Archers in front of them, 3 dwarves behind. I wouldn't like to be in their shoes.
Так, ну все, мы у нас распределили, это все распределено. Отношение десяточка. Так, убить 25, чтобы вырваться. А зачем вырываться, если можно мочить?
What is it? Of course!
Uh-huh. Understood. At once.
Who's next?
Huh?
Так, вот по конусу удар.
Yes?
А у этого просто в одну харю мощно.
On my way. All right. As good as done. I have Bonda. Give me a hand.
Yes?
On my way. Mavracus! Out! Hey!
Так, а что-то это у нас прям бьют по злому.
I need help over here! Quickly!
Uh-huh. On my way.
He hardly hit me pretty hard!
On my way.
I didn't hit you very hard! What is it?
Так.
Who's next? He hardly need help over here!
А, он Берса вошел.
Of course! Come here, you! Of course! Too easy!
Yes? On my way.
Ему тоже надо свалить.
At once. On my way.
Understood. I didn't hit you very hard!
At once.
What is it?
Uh-huh. Attack! Understood. Mavracus! Killed!
Ow! Another one bites the dust!
Так, вот эти катапульты надо, наверное, поуничтожать.
Of course. Come here, you. I'm with you. They're hitting me pretty hard. I'm with you. Who's next? Did you see that, men? Now they are warriors. Hey, you down there. I'll send you some reinforcements.
Игра называется Дварфы. Ну, гномы.
All right then. Stay close to us.
Так, убить 80 нападающих. Ага, надо еще отличиться. Лалка, это гномы, это мочат орков.
Yes, yes.
Так.
Yes. Too easy.
I need help over here, quickly. At what?
And what now?
Так, это надо свалить куда-нибудь.
Understood. At once.
What is it? Of course. I'm with you. Another one bites the dust. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Вархаммер сегодня будет еще. Ну я этот, наверное, день часа полтора-два буду Дварфов стримить. А потом через коротенький перерыв будут... Будет Вархаммер. Сегодня по плану закончить наконец-то кампанию.
On my way. Understood. On my way.
За хаос.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
Understood.
They're hitting me pretty hard. Huh? I'm with you.
Uh-huh.
Так, погоди.
And what now? Yes, yes. Too easy. He hardly put up his up over here. Quickly.
Следующий все-таки я решил, что будут орки.
Yes. And again. On my way.
I just need a little rest.
Ай, мочканули у меня дядьку одного.
Find you! What to do with your axes over here?
On my way.
Attack! Too easy! Again.
End it! At once.
Huh? With pleasure. Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you!
Uh-huh. Understood. At once.
Damn it! How many more of them
on
are
my way. End it.
Find you! What to do with your axes over here? Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you!
The orcs' fighting spirit lessens with every fallen comrade. After Kragnar's death, they finally attempt to flee the battlefield.
Подрались, только, короче,
Very
бойн
few escape the
дела
mercenaries'
мочканули у
allies.
нас. Он теперь ему долго лечиться теперь. А вот это, кстати, нифига себе. Талисман инициативы. Шикарная штука.
The leader of the mercenaries approaches you, surrounded by his soldiers. His expression is one of recognition, caution, perhaps even awe.
You're the groundling dwarf who reinforced our gate a couple of days ago. It served us very well, just as your axes have.
A young mercenary runs towards you. He has something in his hands that he... The commander looks at the amulet in the man's hand and makes no suggestion that...
Keep it as a sign of our gratitude.
The commander...
А, ну это как раз этот самый амулетик нам выдали. Так, а вот такой амулетик это надо кому? Интересно. У кого самые полезные обилки сейчас? Наверное, ему надо выдать. Чтобы быстрее обилки восстанавливались. Тогда он будет круче. Так, и что там у нас по хпшечкам? А, ну вот это, короче, здоровья вообще нифига нет. У этого тоже нифига... Короче, у всех нифига нет здоровья, так что мы пока от этих орков побегаем. Пойдем по квесту, по главному, наверное. Так, ну и что, восстанавливается? 5 ранений, 2500, 1000. Ну, короче, да, восстанавливается. По, ну, в процентных хпшечки восстанавливаются.
You arrive at a crossroads with a tavern on the corner. A warm light is emanating from its window, lighting up the road around it. A stone sculpture of a sheep stands in front of the door, and above it a sign, swaying gently in the breeze, reads the...
Каменная овца.
You observe the surroundings, but the road is empty, and...
Короче, дождь пошел.
You enter the tavern with a determined stride, and are greeted by a thick wall of... In the tavern, there are half a dozen. Boindale pays no attention to the other guests. You hear surly muttering from one of the tables.
TX.
Did two travelers pass this way?
The landlord shakes his head.
Колдуны не проходили.
You turn to the guest who is...
I'm not your friend.
Понятно. Комната на ночь за 5 золотых. Это мы, я думаю, что нормально. Угостить всех это нафиг не надо.
You turn to the guest who'd muttered. The man glanced...
I was not at the stone gate!
The drunkard and his neighbor. You stand up and turn to the room.
This round's on me. Come on now, tell us what happened.
The man who was going to speak the first time round looks over to his neighbour, who nods. One of the other drinkers finds his voice too.
There was a hell of a lot of noise that night. As if there'd been a dust-up.
You left some gold here for the trouble. I thought they meant the noise.
Так, что у него есть? У него... Да нифига у него нет. У меня еда есть, у меня... Ну, короче...
We're tired and long for a proper
Ничего
bed.
не надо.
Of course, Jack.
Поспали. Ага. Почти отхилялись. Осталось тут 2 хода. Тут... ну, короче, замечательно. Этот целенький. Этот 2 дня. Этот 1 день. Нормально. Орков бы найти каких-нибудь.
There are dead orcs lying in the defensive trenches and strewn over the meadows in front of the city. Some of the...
Пойдемте в Стиплтон. Зайдем.
You enter the city and the garrison at its center.
Dwarves, eh? Seems we aren't to be spared anything these days.
It looks like you've got an orc problem.
You're mighty...
The soldier isn't intimidated by Boindale. He juts his...
I didn't know that Steepleton was so...
We have fertile meadow. Now we have a market.
Рынок и все такое прочее.
You said you had messengers here. I'd like to send a carrot...
Lot Yonan in Yonandar. No problem. It will cost you 90 gold pieces.
Нифига себе.
Well, if that's how it is, then I'd...
The guard nods.
I must...
Commander Valor doesn't have time. He's still very...
Commander Valor is dealing with the...
The guard eyes you with interest. The commander...
The Orc army that...
What was left of it, they headed south. Unfortunately, I can't send anyone...
The commander...
Killing pig noses and getting paid for it? Where's the hedge?
You grin at Boindil, and then...
We must press on.
Kill as many orcs as you can, dwarves. Palandia...
В общем, говорит, мочите орков. Пожалуйста. Так, ну и чё, наверное, сюда дойдем до этого черного ерма.
You see a camp with a wagon and 2 people on the edge of the path. You don't want to give them a shock. The 2 traders look up and visibly jump. It doesn't escape your attention that you see...
We're only travelers. We're looking...
Someone who lives here?
The traders exchange a...
Normally we wouldn't stop and rest here, but the horses are too exhausted.
You come from Porista. How are things there?
No news to speak of, I'd say. Well, except for Nudin the Knowledge Lusty.
You know Nudin the Knowledge Lusty. Lot Yonan
Oh, nothing really. Just rumors.
You nod at the trader.
Merely looks ill, apparently. Well, that's what someone I know said.
Говорят, больной. Нудин. Так, что у них есть? У них... Ну, ничего интересного у них нет. Пойдемся.
Why does Black Saddle make you feel uneasy? It doesn't look particularly inviting, but it's only a mountain.
Only a mountain? You don't know the Black Saddle was once known as Cloud Piercer, and it towered up into the... They called on the dwarves to help them. They were able to tunnel up through... There were too many holes inside for it to hold together. It collapsed and buried both greedy parties underneath it. The mountain lost its... Never heard of it.
Короче, странная легенда.
Later in the night, after eating together and some friendly conversation by the campfire, you all decide to sleep. But you take the first watch. It's a night in which nothing...
Ничего не нашли?
After a march through the thick pine forest...
Are you sure that the famulus lives here?
Yes, according to Lot Yonan.
Although you try to put...
No castle, no tunnel?
Then we'll have to take a closer look.
You do that, scholar. We'll be...
Короче, говорит, мы тут посидим, ты пока сходи, посмотри вокруг. Мы тут посидим. А что тут прям такое все в туманчатое?
No trace of Garen here either. If he's close, then there must be some kind of...
Зачем такой туман нарисовали, непонятно. Так, у нас с ними пока особо не о чем разговаривать. Я еще не нашел, что хотел. Сколько в Стиме стоит? А что-то я не помню, надо смотреть. Да елки, вернись. Куда он побежал?
Even the dark evergreen forest seems to be afraid of the Black Mountain.
Found anything?
No.
Все, то есть надо, короче, что-то надо найти. А что у нас по квесту? Ага, ну я понял. Короче, это все обычные квесты. Так, ну и где? Что-нибудь. О!
I can only climb a little way here. An old tree. Looks like it could fall. There we go.
Вот оно, что надо было сделать. Зачем такой туман все-таки нафигачили?
Too steep. I can't get a grip anywhere. I should be able to get up here. Oh. Phew. That was close. I hope this is all worth it. Definitely a rock face.
Скала.
Here's a... No, forget it.
Еще одна
There's
скала.
something engraved on it.
Built with the blood of our enemies, be unyielding as the rock, and soak... Huh?
Ага, в пещерку зашел.
Hello?
Что тут есть?
Master Garen? Lot Yonan sent me to bring some items back to you.
Посмотреть круг света.
My inquiries are almost at an end. That means I can finally go to be with my sunshine. I have never been to Greenglade, but I think I will like it there. I deposited my most valuable things in the grave of Horengarth before my departure and secured it with magic. The password is...
You recognize the following words as rune names, but they're written in the learned language, so you don't know which they are.
Greenglade. Oh, great.
Useful. An eternal flame. I know who taught him that.
You see sketches and notes on the architectural features.
Garen is in Greenglade to visit his sunshine. Greenglade is in Gauragar. Hello? Is anyone there?
Шумы странные. Запалить жаровню. Ну-ка, ну-ка.
It looks as though Garen lived in the fortress for a while.
It's not stealing, it would just be a shame if the provisions went off.
запалим. Посмотреть.
A series of weapons that are all clearly of dwarven origin. The spider webs and rust suggest they have been here for quite a while, maybe even centuries.
Давай еще одну жаровинку.
You have difficulty deciphering the scroll.
Throw the firstlings in the forge. Beat the secondlings to a pulp. The fourthlings are... The rest is illegible.
Еще одна жаровинка. Какая-то эпическая.
Earthlings, the fortress belongs... It belongs to the dwarf haters.
Третий, это, короче, предатели какие-то, которые...
They are also as destructive as an avalanche, and would batter into lesser kingdoms just as relentlessly. The Four should find no salvation in Vracus, only eternal damnation, so that they suffer indescribable torment between the worlds.
You have heard of the dwarf haters, but this is the first time you have read their hateful words. You feel sick and...
Что еще тут есть? Это уже выход.
Sarcophagus. Perhaps I could open it.
Так, еще два саркофага, да? Давай посмотрим, что еще тут есть. Там будем пытаться с саркофагами поиграться. Вон там еще выход наверх есть. Статуя Лоримбура.
Lorimber, the progenitor of the Thirdlings.
In most of the chronicles about the 5 dwarfen kingdoms, only very little is written about the Thirdlings, and what is written is full of...
Алтарь.
It would seem that even the Thirdlings worship Vracus, but in all the other kingdoms his shrine would be the biggest, not the statue of the kingdom's progenitor. A couple...
Can't do any harm.
Так, здесь мы все посмотрели, да? Ну, остались, кстати, гробницы непонятные.
Born of stone, forged in battle. Arise, reborn from the blood of the enemy.
You're not sure if you really want to know what was once in this basin. The whole place gives you the feeling...
По башке получил.
A rune. Clearly magical. Graves. Could be buried here.
Так, я так понимаю, надо какую-то последовательность, что ли, их? Как эту последовательность понять?
I'd rather not hit it again. The sarcophagus is protected by...
Так.
I'd rather not hit it.
Может быть, какие-нибудь записи у него теперь можно прочитать. Непонятно. Как понять последовательность правильную?
I'd rather not hit it again.
Сейчас какими-нибудь последовательностями поиграемся. Выйти из пещеры? А что это даст? Выйти, это опять, наверное... Ну вот вышел из пещеры. А еще раз попробую. Какие-нибудь последовательности проверять. Там надо их, скорее всего, в каком-то нужном порядке, в правильном засветить.
I'd rather not hit it.
А как понять этот порядок?
I'd rather not hit it again. I'd rather not hit it again. I'd rather not hit it again. I'd rather not hit.
Непонятно. Может, что-то в звуках было такое, что... В общем, не знаю я, что здесь надо было сделать. Я думаю, если что, мы сюда вернемся. Надо будет потом загуглить, посмотреть, а что ж там надо сделать-то.
So, scholar, what are the results?
There is an abandoned fortress in the mountain, and I think it belonged to the...
Boindale's eyes narrow.
A thirdling fortress? Here?
The fortress has been long abandoned by the looks of it. Anyway, I can't go to Ogre's death until I've completed my quest. Goren is in Greenglade.
В Greenglade, короче, чувак.
The High King. Why do you want to bring me to him?
All right then. It's about the choice of the new High King. Gandagar, the king of the Fourthlings, is with his entourage in Ogre's death and is supposed to ascend. But our acting High King Gundrabur wants to prevent that from happening. He fears that Gandagar wishes to instigate a war against...
But what have I got to do with that?
Boindale is about to say something, but is silenced by a nudge in the side from his brother. You look distrustful.
Короче, какие-то интриги тут строят, Мяш.
A thirdling fortress? Here, in the heart of Girdlegard. That's...
And worrying.
I've read about it.
It helps them defending the East, when they were even more powerful.
Начало в Greenglade или...
What does this king...
Dwarves and elves just don't get along.
I know that, but going...
Well, they must...
Whatever, you're high...
Let it be, dear.
Это ясно. Не поделились с эльфами, но мы идем в Greenglade. Так получается. Что-то еще какой-то левел-ап приключился. Пойти... О, отношения улучшились на 5%. Зашибись. Пойдем.
By the evening campfire, Boindale rummages around in his rucksack and pulls out a cheese wrapped in... The smell it gives off makes you hold your breath.
Oh, picky, are you? Or...
You pull the warm piece of cheese from the stick.
Короче, какой-то вонючий сыр.
You approach Scalebrook through its expansive fields and spot smoke rising up into the sky.
Да, напасть на орков. Я посмотрю потом, что надо было сделать. Как открыть этот саркофаг дурацкий. И что от этого произойдет. Так, ну, собственно, у нас все распределено. Так, вот, спасти 15 жителей, пока орки не убили 10 из них. Ага.
Huh? What is it? What is it? And what now? Yes? With pleasure.
Understood.
He hardly put up a fight.
Так, где тут он?
Huh? All right.
Huh?
End it.
On my way.
And again.
Understood.
Attack. Huh?
Так, здесь.
Find somewhere safe to hide. We'll come back for you once we've saved the other villages.
А, я тут типа кого-то уже успел спасти, да? Понял.
What is it? Yes? Oh, what bad luck for you!
End it!
He hardly put up a fight!
On my way. For Brackus! Understood. On my way.
Pow! Another one bites the dust!
Fire Spirit, здорово.
Say goodbye forever! Oh, what bad luck for you! On my way! Who's next?
Yes?
Так. Только ты.
End it! What is it? I'm with you! Of course! Yes, yes! I'm with you! Another one bites the dust! Yes, yes! Soon!
Кого-то убили. А, мы орков убили. Столько надо.
That's it! They're fleeing! I don't think so, they're just rallying!
And that's what we should do too.
Знаешь, видишь?
Come on.
Я тоже знаю.
Thank you so much. You saved us.
Даже никого крестьян не потеряли, молодцы.
The orcs are rallying. You must join us.
But we can't.
You must. Here they come.
Так, еще 20 терков надо мочкануть.
And what now? Huh?
Yes?
Huh?
Uh-huh. At once.
I didn't hit you very hard! Another one bites the dust! I'm not that quick!
Yes?
What is it?
Так, ты давай-ка, ну-ка, давай-ка, отбрось. Всех оглушил, своих не пожалел.
Vile creature! I didn't hit you very hard! Yes, yes!
Yes?
Так. Что-то нас может? Может.
End it! And again! At once! Attack! On my way.
Too easy! Yes?
У нас дяденька.
Oh, what bad luck for you! On my way! Alright!
А где еще?
Uh-huh. At once. On my way. Understood. At once.
And what now? I'm with you! What is it? Huh? Yes, yes! I'm with you! Yes, yes!
Vile creature!
Of course! Of course! Come here, you!
Этих мочканули.
While Boindale still hunts the last of the orcs through the alleyways of the village, you and Boendal are already helping search for survivors. A middle-aged man nervously steps from one foot.
He left behind some gold.
But before you can reply, the man takes...
We won't accept your gold. Bury your dead,
The man opens his mouth to say something, but then he just shakes his head.
Ну, короче, отказался я по-доброму от ее награды. Но они все равно нам выдали всякого разного. И баблишка, и еды. Так, что у нас еще есть? Добавлено снаряжение. А, ну это понятно. Два ранения, 3 ранения, 3 ранения. Ну, короче, немножко побили наших пацанов. Но в целом все хорошо. Так, и у нас... Это что у нас? Короче, нам туда надо бежать, да? Но пока нам надо, наверное, через вот здесь вот так пройти и орков каких-нибудь помочалить.
Once again, you reach the crossroads, and the stone. You walk to the near. Despite Boindeal's loud protestation.
Короче, не будем мы в этот раз ночевать у них, пойдем дальше. Вот этого торговца бы найти, ну, в смысле, пересечься с ним.
You arrive at a small, bustling village. A dour, grim-looking man is sitting in front. The man's expression is somewhere between
Конечно, помогу.
What happened to your arm?
You must have quite a
loads, but
I'll help you.
A little late. You weren't hours late.
Wait, can you do it?
Помогаем, подковать лошадей.
With the forge hammer in your... You expect the man to fly off the handle.
These two need shoeing? No problem.
The man doesn't... You concentrate on the work. The only sound you hear is the... While you're fitting the third horseshoe, you play it cool and complete the work.
So...
Something like that.
Got lots of work?
We can't complain.
The man's... The men join a larger group of horsemen.
Not here in the village. Go. Search the road between here and Clintal again.
The other... You tell the twins about your encounter.
Какие-то странные наемники. Ну и ладно. Так, с гномом
поговорим. In the early evening, you make...
I don't like the look of this one bit, Boindeal.
Привет, эта игрушка называется Дварфы, или гномы, или The Dwarves. В общем, про то, как гномы спасают мир. Так, осмотреть окрестности.
You scan the road and the woods on both sides, apart from the twins who are fighting. The wagon itself isn't damaged, nor is the drawbar, but the belts and leashes. You can see a lot of tracks in the mud around the wagon, hoof prints and foot. The dwindling daylight provides little light inside the wagon. It smells of leather, spice. It is messy.
Ну, в общем, тут осматриваем.
The smaller cupboards are piled high with a multitude of tins and boxes. You reach for the knob of the... You take a step. His head has been cut clean from his neck. The dwarf is wearing clothes that look more like human robes, and bears no coat of arms that would identify his kingdom.
Короче,
his head is being cut off cleanly, probably with a sharp blade. As you try to lift the lid of the chest, you realize that the lock has been broken out of the wood. You take the loot. You can't play. You take the bread and the...
Короче, бабло... Короче, все ценное.
You give a short, sharp whistle, and the twins come running at the...
I have a hunch that the mercenaries...
Wretched dwarf...
You wrap the body...
Все самое ценное забрали и побежали в сторону квеста.
You come across an orchard next to a farmstead and surrounded by several fields of wheat. You don't see anyone working in the...
Excuse me, but we're looking for a group of mercenaries.
The young man is startled. He must have nodded off.
If you can't help us, we'd...
The man seems to size you up, and then a crooked smile...
There's no reason.
Короче, какой-то спящий работничек.
The first thing you notice as you enter the village of Clintal is how quiet it is. There's hardly a soul in the streets, and the few people you do see immediately disappear into their houses as you get closer. Boindil draws his axes, and Boendal his raven's beak.
Something's not quite right here. Be alert.
You walk on until you reach the village square, where you recognize the leader of the group of mercenaries, looking you over with a satisfied expression. Standing next to him, before you have the chance to say anything, the leader of the men calls loudly so that they can all hear.
That's them! They're murderers! Come here!
Are you denying your terrible deed? You were seen murdering poor old Mort, one of your kind in cold blood.
We found Mort's wagon on the side of the road a few days ago. He had been decapitated and his head was gone.
You wait a moment for your words to take full...
We were there, but only after you murdered the trader.
If it hadn't been so inappropriate...
So you were there after us, but still managed to watch us do it. Then you overtook us and only...
We know what we saw, and you won't talk your way out of it, dwarf.
The leader of the mercenaries draws his sword.
Короче, надо наемников мочить. Замечательно. Подеремся с наемничками.
Watch out for the archers. Concentrate on the mercenaries and try not to kill the villagers.
Что там лютня? Чисто бабло.
Huh? Understood. End it. Pavrakas! On my way. End it. Attack! End it.
Yeah!
At once.
Too easy! What is it?
Что-то они его прям коцают так по-злому. Так, вот этих пизантов мы не мочим.
Yes, yes!
Huh? Yes? End it!
Huh? Of course! Who's next? Huzzah!
Huh?
Yes? On my way! All right. As good as done. With pleasure.
Yes?
I didn't hit you very hard.
Understood.
What is it? What is it?
Huh? On my way. Understood. On my way. Pavrakas!
Так, наемнички. Идите отсюда.
Yeah!
Please wait a moment. They're hitting me pretty hard. Attack!
Что-то как-то его сильно бьет.
Yeah!
At once. Understood.
Huh? Huh? All right. Oh, what bad luck for you!
As good as done. They're hitting me pretty hard. Yes?
Так. Наемничек. Нашли наемничка.
At once.
Yeah!
Understood. Please wait a moment. On my way. They're hitting me pretty hard. On my way.
Hardly put up a fight. And what now?
I need help over here. Quickly.
What is it? Yes? All right.
Huh?
Yeah!
Understood.
End it! On my way. Attack! Barbracus! On my way. At what?
Find you! What could do with your axes over here?
What now?
Huh? As good as done. With pleasure. Ow! Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure. Damn it! How many more of them are there? What is it?
Of course!
I didn't hit you very hard.
А это зараза. Опять замочканули у меня. Чувачка.
On my way. Attack! Understood. End it. Yeah! At once. On my way.
What is it?
Бьют меня, аж убивают.
All right, they're hitting me pretty hard. Oh, what bad luck for you! Too easy. All right.
Uh-huh. On my way. Huh?
Huh? As good as done. On my way. Huh?
Yes. End it. Understood. Uh-huh.
Yes. All right.
Huh? At once.
Huh?
Uh-huh. On my way. At once.
Yeah.
Understood.
What is it?
I need help over here. Quickly.
On my way. All right.
Huh? I can't do that yet. On my way.
I
At once.
wasn't expecting this.
Блин, еще один сложился. Что-то меня убивают пацанов-то моих.
On my way. Barbracus! Understood. Others will take my place.
Заново начнем. Тут торцовочка. Можно переиграть, короче. Что-то как-то они нас ушатали очень сильно.
On my way.
Huh? Yes? What is it? What is it? Say goodbye forever. Yeah. Yes? What is it? And what now? Yes? With pleasure. Oh, what bad luck for you!
Uh-huh.
Yeah!
Understood.
What is it? Who's next? On my way! All right. As good as done.
Yes?
Yeah!
On my way. Attack! At once. End it. Understood. Barbracus!
Huh?
Huh?
Of course! Ha ha!
He's hitting me pretty hard! I need help over here! Quickly! Of course!
There.
Huh?
Yes?
Так, здесь только мирные штуки остались.
At once.
And what now? What is it? Ha ha! Yes, yes, so! Ha ha! Huzzah! Who's next?
Yes?
Так, здесь отбились.
Understood. Huh? As good as done. On my way. All right. Ow! Hey! I'm with you. Yes, yes. I didn't hit you very hard. I just need a little rest.
Блин, какие злобные сволочи, а? Сильно дамажит. А может плюнуть и всех мочить?
Yeah! They're hitting me pretty hard!
Yes? Oh, what bad luck for you! Again. Vile creature! Understood. At once. Huh? Huh? What is it? On my way. As good as done. Huh?
Да, короче, надо всех мочить, наверное. Потому что когда я начинаю отвлекаться и не мочить обычных людей, то меня почему-то нагибают.
Yes? Understood. Fabracus! Attack! On my way. Fabracus! At once. Fabracus! Yeah! Understood. Yeah! Please wait a moment. Attack! I can't do that yet. Fabracus! End it. Fabracus! Huh? What is it? Yes? All right. Huh? Yeah! Huh? I'm not that quick. Yes, yes. So. Ha ha! Yes, yes. Come here, you. Huzzah! Ha ha! Huzzah! Ha ha! Another one bites the dust. Come here, you. Ha ha! Huh? Yeah! End it! Please wait a moment! Oh! Hey! Attack! At once. And again. Understood. On my way. Too easy! He only put up a fight! End it! Vile creature! Fabracus! At once. What is it? Ha ha! Of course! Yes, yes! Pow! Another one bites the dust! On my way. Of course! On my way!
Пришлось побить этих всех тоже.
I'm with you!
Ну иначе как-то грустняк. Сейчас полечимся и пойдем мочить дальше.
On my way! I'm with you! As good as done! Of course! On my way! As good as done! End it forever!
Yes?
Fabracus! What is it? What is it? As good as done!
what now? Come here, you. Kill. Ha-ha! I am Boendar. Give me a hand.
Huh?
Who's next?
What?
Кислый вечер добрый. Это игра The Dwarves. Гномы.
Attack! End it. Understood. Attack! On my way. For Brackus.
Yes?
Только я что-то меня пока нагибают.
With pleasure. Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure. As good as done. All right. On my way.
On my way.
Too easy.
At once. Understood. At once.
Huh?
Yes. At once. Understood.
Ow!
On my way.
Another one bites the dust. On my way.
Understood.
Huh?
Huh?
As good as done.
Understood.
What is it?
Yes.
Стрим по Вахе будет. Нет, надо не всех подряд мочить, надо плохих мочить, а хороших не мочить.
On my way.
По Вахе будет позже.
All right. What is it?
Huh?
Этот я скоро буду заканчивать.
Yes.
Вот сейчас вот после этой торцовки я буду,
Understood. Attack!
когда ее успешно,
End it. At once.
когда успешно всех выиграю,
On my way.
Yes.
тогда
On my way.
I need help over here. Quickly.
All right. With pleasure. Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you!
Huh?
Yeah! Damn it! How many more of them are there?
At once. Huh?
What is it?
ну уже скоро закончу с этой и буду готовиться к Вахе. Опять у меня этот самый сложился, самый больной.
As the last of the mercenaries falls to the ground, the villagers stop attacking you.
На стримах
and
не
retreat.
играл, а когда
You and
покупал,
Boendar have to physically
играл.
restrain Boindil until he comes to his senses. Otherwise, he would have followed them into their houses. You walk up to the body of the mercenaries' leader and search his pockets. You soon find something.
An anonymous client seeks dwarf skulls cleanly cut, shorn, and put into jars with honey. 1,000 gold coins will be paid for each skull. Khan, Bounty Hunters Guild Master.
That's bounty hunters.
You hold the letter aloft so that everyone can see it.
Look, citizens of Clinton.
The village elder comes.
It would seem you are telling the truth. We have been deceived.
You manage to revenge Mort's death, but it doesn't feel like a victory.
Ну, короче, получили по жопе. Ну, нормально так, опять Боендил сдох. Так, а что он там прокачался же? Так, этот у нас 3-го левела. Боендил 5-го. Этот Поендал тоже 5-го. Ну вот, наемников мы мочканули. Я думаю, что на этом я сегодняшнюю часть закончу. А следующую будет в следующий раз, соответственно. А сейчас где-нибудь через... Ну, короче, в 6 вечера по Москве... Нет, да, в 6 вечера по Москве начну Warhammer. Завершение кампании Хаоса. Вот. Ну, а на этом с гномами на сегодня мы закончим. Вот такая вот игрушка будет. Буду ее и дальше катать. Ну а в общем, всем удачи, всем пока. До 6 по Москве, когда начнется Вархаммер.